Alright guys, welcome back to the build, and so check it out. Yep, and with the BC coilovers, so you guys can see, this is the original stock RX4 coilover. Yeah, it's gonna need a lot of work, so everything's gonna get redone on this. So we're not gonna do anything too crazy today. Just want to show you guys and give you an update on the suspension and what route I'm gonna go with. So I want to take care of all the brake system and suspension before we get the car running. So just bear with me. I know a lot of you guys want to hear the car run, but I gotta take care of this first. So I got this directly from BC Racing USA. Apparently there's one in Australia and one in USA. So very hard to get a hold of. Finally got a hold of them. So you guys could see, they don't carry the RX4 coilovers. How to get the RX3. So this is apparently what everybody's running on their RX4. The RX4 owners that decided to go this route. So you gotta get your RX3, and it kind of bothered me a little bit that they don't have one for an RX4 because you gotta spend twice as much. So obviously this is not gonna fit on the RX4 because it's for an RX3. So they kind of make you buy one for an RX7. So RX7 top mount, it's just like the RX4. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Alright, so there you go. So this is for an RX7. Obviously fits perfectly on an RX4. Even the hole, you don't have to cut out the hole or nothing like that. So so we're gonna have to put this on top of this here. So yeah, if you're an RX4 owner, you want to go this route, you're gonna have to spend a little extra cash. Now BC Racing in Australia, they do carry one for an RX4, but for some reason the BC Racing in the USA does not. So I guess BC Racing in Australia, they kind of take care of all this for you. Kind of wish they did that here in the US. So yeah, you gotta spend a little extra just to ride low out here in the US. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna go with. I've been having some issues with the disc brakes. I guess they're obsolete. They don't make them anymore. I could go a different route, but I think this has enough meat. It's got enough meat on there. I really don't want to get a aerospace kit or a Willwood kit or anything like that, because I mean the car just really doesn't need it. It's not gonna need it. So that's the last thing I want to do. Put some racing parts when, you know, the car's not even gonna be raced. It's gonna be more like a street car. So, but unfortunately, everything is well, I was gonna say back order, but not back order. It's just some of these parts are obsolete, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. So I have one that's adjusted already to the original height. That's the RX4, and as you guys can see, it's gonna sit there. So might need a little more adjustment, but it's about right. So yeah, I guess it, you know, I guess they were right. It is gonna work using an RX3. Just showing you guys out there that want to go this route. So that's the difference here. So it's about a 5-inch difference. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be able to slam this car as much as we want, especially with different sizes of wheels that are out there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with, but definitely give us enough room to play with. So I guess I could still raise it more, drop it more. So plenty of room to play with. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. But I was also thinking that maybe I know this will fit an RX7, a first gen RX7. I could maybe just get a whole RX7 strut, coilover strut, and use the RX7 rotor brakes. Since these are obsolete, these rotor discs, they're obsolete on RX4, I could maybe just go with the RX7 ones. But something I still got to think about. It's just, you know, being on a budget and all. But yeah, that was just another option I was thinking about. And obviously haven't even looked these up, but I'm not even sure if they sell these aftermarket. And as you guys can see, all this stuff is rusted, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to salvage this here. But yeah, all this stuff is outdated and they're not even making it anymore, so unfortunately it's gonna be a bit challenging. But first I'm gonna try to see if I can find original stuff. If not, our other option would have to be the RX7 strut, so that could possibly happen. And I could still keep the 4x110. It would have to be an early RX7, like a 81, 82, and still keep the 4x110. That way I won't have mismatch wheels, since I am going with the stock rear end. But yeah, there you go, guys. So RX3 strut coilovers with the RX4 top. That's the way to go with these BC racings, and to me that was the most economical way to go too. So here we go, this one here. So yeah, all right fellas, well, alright fellas, so check this out. So right before I was gonna end this video, well, I had said I was gonna end the video with that last clip, but check that out. So I went online on OfferUp. I'll go on there every once in a while, once in a blue moon, just to see what's out there, what good deals are out there, because I do kind of like to hoard old school rotary parts, and you just never know where you're going to use them. That's the only reason why I go on there. It's not to not really to resell anymore or try to get rich off of other people, but nevertheless, I went on there and I found these rotor discs on there, and the guy had it under RX3, so it's RX2 and RX3. I was working on the hub. This is the RX4 hub here. This is RX4 rotor disc, and what got my attention were these little round lumps on here on the side, and I kept looking at my RX4 rotor, and I was just like, you know what, that's very similar to the RX4. This looked the same. So I hit up the guy and I was just like, hey, you know what, I'm interested in purchasing your rotors, and let me go check them out. So jumped on the truck. I jumped on it right away. Took this with me, the hub. Guy was cool enough to let me test fit, and we were both shocked that the hub and that the fact that the two rotors look the same, and they actually fit on there. It's a good fit. Let me try to put the camera down, but I mean, I wouldn't lie to you guys, but it fits on there. I mean, you kind of see it, it's flush. So turns out that RX4, RX2, and RX3, RX2, 3, and 4 are identical. They use the same hub, same disc rotors, and check this out. So my old ones, they weren't off. I mean, it's not too bad. They still got a little meat on them. I kind of feel like hoarding onto these, or just keeping these here and resurfacing these. Now I'm gonna have to look into my R100. They might be the same as the R100 too. You never know. So that's something I might have to look. But I mean, if I could reuse this one, the used one, I'm gonna go ahead and reuse the used one. But yeah, that's something. Well, you know what? Let's see. All right, guys. So I got my caliper. So let's go and see what these are measuring at. So these are roughly 4.47. 0.47. Those of you guys who go by millimeters. So a minute? Oh, no. Okay, got it set up for millimeters. In millimeters, it's 12.8. So now keep in mind, these are a bit rusty, so these in millimeters are, Wow, 12.13. They got more of me than the new ones. Again, they are a bit rusty, so I'm sure that's why it's not giving me some accurate numbers. But these are pretty much semi-new. So once I clean them up, I'm sure they'll have a little bit less. But look, check this out. So I noticed that my old used ones had a lot of meat on them. So these are gonna have to go back on the shelf. Now I have to go and double check on my R100. I didn't even think about that, but I'm wondering if these are even the same as the R100, since they're all 4x110s. So that'll be great if these will fit the R100. So yeah, what a great way to end this video, guys. So some of you guys might be struggling, and you might have passed up on some RX2s or 3 rotor discs. Don't pass up on them. They're the same as the RX4, and even maybe the R100. Maybe some of you guys could line us out there. Some of you guys been through this with the R100. But yeah, look at the back. Forgot to show you guys the back. Same depth. I measured everything. It's the same. So these are gonna have to go back on the shelf. These are a bit rusty. Just gotta make them look pretty, but go ahead and use these again and just keep these on the shelf. I might need them for the R100, you never know. But all right, fellas, now we can actually end this video. Great way to end it. Pretty excited. Next video, yeah, we're gonna go get all the parts needed for the coilovers. We're gonna get them welded. I'm gonna put the new rotors on there, or the new resurfaced rotors. We're gonna put those on there and just get everything done. You know how we do it over here. But it's gonna have to wait for next video. So a lot of great information in this video. Don't forget to share it, guys. That'll really help me out. Just share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Let the word out. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, guys. Got some pretty good, interesting content coming out for the RX4 suspension. So all right, here we go.